Oh, hiya, honeys. Welcome back to my spooky little corner. For those that don't know me, I am Lady Mylita, and I bid you welcome. Hello, my darklings. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I know I haven't been around a bit, but I'm going to talk about that. I have a bachelorette party today, so I thought I'd sit with you and do my makeup with you, and we'll just have a little get ready with me, and yeah, and we'll just chit chat. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, stay tuned, and let's dive in. Okay, and as you've seen, I've already primed my eyes and I'm ready to go. Today we are going to do my yellow look. That is one of my go-to looks that I wear a lot. I have a very love of yellow eyeshadows. And it was my color last year that I wore like all the time. This year it seems to be greens, but last year was all about the yellow. So I thought I'd do my fun yellow look that I enjoy doing today and kind of chat with you as I'm going along. I'm going to try and tell you all the products I use, but if I miss something, I'll try and put it in the description box. And I hope you'll be a little interactive with me and comment lots on this video so I kind of know what direction to go to and what you guys kind of want to see. So keep that in mind as we're playing along today. So I'm going to dip into a few Jeffree Star palettes today for my eye colors. And the first one we're going to go to is my beloved Alien palette. As I'm sure you heard in other times, the Alien palette is my absolute favorite Jeffree Star palette. And I'm just going to start with the color Titan here and buff that into the crease and up to the brow line. And I'm just going to use a nice kind of fluffy brush. So we're going to use our Wet n Wild Cremoni My Melody and Cremoni brush. It's got a nice fluffy end, so we'll just use that. And we're just going to dust that all over kind of the lid. And this shade is like a beautiful kind of soft yellow. So my darklings, I hope you guys are all doing well. I do find this time of year for myself, especially the coming of fall, the change of the weather, I don't know, I find I get down in the dumps about life and about where things are going and what have you. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been around this week. I just find with my workplace injury and just everything going on with work and not being able to work as much as I was, I just kind of down in the dumps right now. And makeup's always my happy spot, so that's why I kind of thought maybe I'd share this with you guys as I'm getting ready for my bachelorette party. And I'm sure lots of you ladies out there can understand, and gentlemen, it affects everybody. It's not just one of us, it's all of us, really. And yeah, I think it's better to talk about it than just kind of let that sit. I don't think it's healthy not to talk about mental health and your mental state even. So for my next color, I'm going to jump into the Jawbreaker palette. And I am going to use this beautiful shade called Wow. And I'm going to put that into the crease. And I'm just going to take a blending brush from e.l.f., nice thick one, and we're just going to buff that yellow into the crease. But as I was saying, yes, so that's kind of why I've been quiet. I've been very tired. I had a doctor's appointment this past week, and I've had physiotherapy twice, which, you know, it's good. My arm is getting better, but it is taking time. And I find it stressful, plain and simple. It's stressful. So that's why I haven't been around. And I hope you darklings understand. And I hope, you know, we can have a safe haven here where we can talk about our mental health struggles and we can bond together. Because I think that's really important these days, to have that strong kind of family almost that you can lean on and really talk to. I know that's all I've wanted in my life, just for people to understand. this wow shade happens to be like one of my favorite yellow shades. She's super pigmented, goes on beautifully. Although I'm looking forward to trying some different yellow shades. I would love to know, my darklings, what brands do you like? What brands would you like to see more of? Is there a company that you hear about and you're like, oh, I just wish come on, let me know. And then I'm just going to take the brush and I'm going to put a little more Titan on that and just kind of blend it in so we don't have no harsh line here. Okay. So there we go. So for the next one, I like to deepen the outer corner, as you guys all know, watching me enough. You kind of know I do have the same kind of basic layout for my eyes pretty much all the time. I am trying to venture with some different looks, but this is just my basic eye look. And you can kind of do this look and change colors and get like a different look every time. That's kind of why I like it. I do halo looks as well, but I don't really feel the halo quite as much as this look, so I tend to use this one a lot more. I don't know. I just prefer this look. And like I said, you know, change the colors and you get a pretty decent look. So we're just going to use the e.l.f. eye crease brush and we are going to go back into Alien and we are going to hit the color Martian Soil, which is like a beautiful, almost mustard color. So I do yellow looks quite frequently. It's, like I said, it was my favorite color last year. And there's barely any marks on this pan. So it shows you just how pigmented this Martian Soil color really is. And here she is. And just the outer corners. Just to deepen up that yellow. You could put a brown in there if you would prefer, but I kind of want to keep it straight yellow today. So we're just going to put a yellow in here. I also just kind of wanted to talk about my Shein video that all of you guys seem to love so much. Can I just say how completely and utterly surprised I am? I kind of started doing this because of my love of makeup and I wanted to share my love of makeup with you. But I thought to myself, there needs to be a bit more representation of plus size women within the media in general, with the likes of Tess Holliday, who I have to admit is absolutely flawless, but there isn't that much out there. But I do see on a lot of Facebook groups and what have you, so many beautiful alternative women modeling, showing how gorgeous they are, but yet you don't really see it in this kind of a media platform. I do know there are a few plus size ladies who do plus size hauls, but I don't find them very alternative, I want to say. You know, they're beautiful and wonderful and they show, you know, average kind of clothes, but nothing different, I want to say. None that I've seen. And if you know of some, please put down their link down below and let's share some alternative babe love, right? I don't know. So when I started the channel, I thought, you know, mainly I'm going to focus on makeup and my love of makeup and hopefully learn a little on the way and experience this with you guys. And I thought, well, I'm going to throw in a little fashion stuff too. Why not, right? Because makeup and fashion kind of go in hand, most of the time at least. So I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I did my first Shein haul. I kind of tried to pick more gothic kind of clothing and what have you. And can I just say, as I'm sitting here doing my makeup, there has been over 600 views on that video. 600 views. I am absolutely gobsmacked. I cannot believe, you know, 20 people want to watch me try on clothes, let alone over 600. I'm utterly shocked. I'm like, I don't even know what I don't even know what to honestly say about it because I am in so much shock over it. So I guess what I really want to say here is thank you. Thank every single one of you who actually sat and watched that video. And the comments have been just heartfelt, so moving. And, you know, you all really knew how to make a girl who is very insecure, even though she may not show it all the time, just feel like an absolute $1,000,000. I cannot even put into words just how much that meant to me. I really thought by putting that video up, I would get a lot of really nasty comments about being fat and disgusting and who wants to see that. I have not received not one comment like that. It has been nothing but love and positivity. And as you can see, I'm quite emotional about it. So I just want to thank every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now that we've had that bit of emotional outburst, let's cut the crease. So I'm just going to take, this is a Quo Liner Brow Brush, and I'm just going to use my concealer, and this is a Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in shade C4. And I just like to put some on my hand. I don't know why I keep telling you guys this, because you all know how I do this now. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so there's the creases cut. Now I do a couple of different kind of glittery shades here. So the first one I like to go into, this is the Mini Breaker palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And it has this shade, it looks a little scary, but it is called Slice here. And it looks kind of orange in the pan, but it kind of goes on like almost like a golden orange, and it looks really good with that dark mustardy yellow. So I like putting this one on first. So let's just get ourselves a nice flat brush and let's pat her down. Okay, so as always, our e.l.f. Cosmetics eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to hit this with our e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. Apparently it lasts up to 16 hours. Perhaps I'll test that today. Although on my e.l.f. haul, we did see that it did do pretty good. So let's just wet this. But if you guys are into purples at all, I highly recommend this palette. This shade Oral here is just beautiful on the lids. You can do a really beautiful little purple number just with this palette alone, which is nice. So I'm just going to take some of this on a wet brush like that. I know it, she looks orange, right? And she kind of goes on a bit orange. But combined with this mustardy yellow shade, that Martian Soil, I personally like how it looks. Gives it a bit more depth. And I'm just going to pat it over onto the mustard yellow too, that Martian Soil, just to kind of give it a bit of depth. Just like that. And then we're going to put a nice kind of bright golden yellow next. So I'll just take, this is the Morphe Jeffree Star brush. This is JS11. Hit that with some spray. And then we are going to use the Jawbreaker palette again. And we're going to jump right into this shade. And it is called Lemon Drop. She kind of matches WoW pretty good there. So I usually combine them. And there's Sheepy. And I find this Lemon Drop really blends in nicely with that Slice. It kind of takes a bit of that orangey tone away. But this is, as of now, this is my favorite yellow look. And I do it quite frequently. It's my safety look, if you want to say. You know, we all have those looks where we go for, because we know we look good in them and we don't have to worry about it. This is mine. Yellow, who would have thought, but I love this yellow. So I'm just going to take that Martian Soil shade and just kind of deepen it up a bit. Make sure she's all blended in. And then I am going to take a little bit of that Slice shade and just make sure we don't lose her completely and kind of blend it into that lemon drop. And there we have it. There's the lid space done. Now I'm just going to pop off camera, quickly do my foundation and probably my brows, maybe my eyeliner and some lashes, but I will be right back. Okay, my honeys, here we go. Getting closer to what I need. I have a few things I need to do, but I want to do them with you so we could chat a little more about some stuff that I've been thinking about. So here's the look so far. For concealer today, we're using our Magic Star Concealer in shade C4. For foundation today, we are using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade Snow. For setting powder, we're using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder Mattifying Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. And we are also using the Too Faced Peach My Cheeks Melting Blush Powder Blush in the shade Ginger Peach. Fortunately, I don't know if these are available anymore, but they do give a lovely glow to the cheek if you can still get your hands on them. For primer today, we are using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. For mascara, of course, we are using Bad Gal Bang by Benefit Cosmetics in black. And then for our eyeliner, which is pretty crazy today, I think this one's starting to dry out, we are using the Roller Liner from Benefit Cosmetics. This is just the mini version, so I assumed it was going to dry out soon, but it's starting to look a little sloppy on, as I'm sure you could tell, but still looks alright. Okay, so I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I'm just going to show you what I'm using for eyebrows first. So we're going to use our Anastasia Beverly Hill Dip Brow in medium brown. And of course, we're using Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Brows in the color Super Metal. So I'm just going to use my Jeffree Star and Morphe collab here in a JS7 to do everything today. So I also wanted to touch base with you darklings about our little ones going back to school and how we all feel about that. Now, my lordling just went back to school today, or this past week. Also part of the reason why I really haven't been around much, because I've been dealing with the worry of that as well. And I'm sure I'm not the only mama out there very concerned about their children in this new COVID world. I'm just wondering how everybody's feeling. How did it go? Are your kids safe? Do you feel comfortable with the programs that are being set up for our kids? Here in Ontario, and because I am in a more rural Ontario, they started out slow. So depending on your last names was when you went for your first day, and they had 3 different days for that. And then as of Thursday, they all went back full time. So I'm not going to lie, I'm very worried, especially in the state of Ontario. As of now, I've heard that our Premier, Doug Ford, has put kind of a kibosh on all like public events and stuff like that. And you're only allowed to be with so many people outdoors and so many indoors. I can't remember exact numbers, but I know it's a lot bigger than what it was. But that's kind of scary, right? Like, are we getting our second wave now? I'm not sure, but it's something that's kind of frightening. And I do worry about the safety of our children, as they are our future. And I don't want them to be the guinea pigs to see, is COVID still around? Are my kids going to get it? My big dilemma here is if we're not allowed to be outdoors in like a group, I think it's 10 or something, and indoor it's 5 or something like that, then how can 30 kids be in a classroom? They're like, give or take, there's usually at least 20, but how is that okay then? So it makes me wonder, is, school going to close too? And if this is second wave, are we all going to be down again? The first wave came, I was out of work for 2 months. Is that going to happen again? It's kind of scary. Definitely some food for thought. But I hope you lovely darklings that have little darklings at home, that everybody is okay and we're staying safe. Okie dokie, my brows, they be done. Not much, but I still think it just gives them a little something every once in a while. I know if you guys were with me on my one live, I did talk about contemplating on shaving my eyebrows. So if you lovelies out there have no eyebrows, have shaved off your eyebrows or what have you, I would love to know your opinion on this, because this is something that is really weighing on me and I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking about how I might look really good with no eyebrows. So let me know your thoughts. So just for the bottom lash line today, I'm not putting any extra cosmetics on there. I'm not putting eyeliner, nothing. I like it quite like this, but I do put a coat of mascara on my bottom lashes just to kind of make them stand out a little bit more. And there we go. Just something really simple. I love this look. I do it with multiple colors. There's something about just a clean bottom line. I always think it looks really good. So now we just need to pop in some inner corner highlight and some brow highlight. So I'm just going to take, this is a smudge brush from Quo, and we're going to go back into the Jawbreaker palette for this one. And I absolutely love this shade here, and it is called Jawbreaker. And she's beautiful. She's got this kind of almost rainbow kind of effect to it. She looks quite yellow most of the time, which works really good with this one, but she does pick up some pinks and what have you. She's a beautiful shade. She's a beautiful shade. So I'm just going to use this. Nice and coat her on. And just inner corner. I'm also going to use it under my brow here. A little bit of a brow highlight. Which is always difficult on that eye. And that, my lovelies, is my eyes done. The eyeliner is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I think it might be time to replace that eyeliner. So, but it happens. Also today, I forgot to tell you, I am using the Kiss brand eyelashes in the style Pompadour. They're my nice, like, kind of everyday go-to lashes when I don't want something too extreme. They're very nice. So just lips and highlight left. And I'll show you all that while I talk so I can do this with you. So we're going to use 2 different highlights. We are going to use Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in Uranus. And to top it up, we're going to use his Supreme Frost in the shade Wet Diamond. And then for lipstick, we are going to use our Pure one that we got out of our Try Beauty box. And I can't remember what shade this is. Does it say on here somewhere? Well, this says Newlywed on the oil, so maybe that's the same Newlywed shade. And then I've got one of our e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liners. And again, they never said what color it was. So, but she's like a nice kind of neutrally bright. So we're going to use our My Melody and Cremoni highlight brush. I still love these. Okay. And I'm just going to use that for my highlight. I also wanted to talk to you guys a bit about content and what you, my darklings, would like to see. I have a lot of ideas in my head, but I really want to hear from you guys. I do have some other cosmetics I have purchased that I'm still going to review. Some of them are older palettes. Actually, I think they're all older palettes, but they're new to me. So I figured maybe you guys would like to hear about them as well. But the other thing is like, I don't want to be constantly purchasing new products all the time because that gets expensive after a while. And I am just a single mama who works at a factory. So in all honesty, I cannot afford to buy new cosmetics every month like others can. Maybe one day later down the road, but for now, I really can't. So I was wondering if you would like to, hear other stuff while I do my makeup, kind of like today, how we're doing like a little get ready with me. I know one of my favorites on YouTube, Bailey Cesarian, she does her Monday murder mystery makeups sessions. I'm sure I said that wrong, but she does that, and she does her makeup while she talks about a true crime story. Robert Welsh, he does his ghost story Mondays, where his viewers write in different ghost stories or ghost happenings that happen to them, and he reads them out loud while he does his makeup. And I thought something like that might be really fun, but again, I want to have my own niche, for lack of a better word. So I don't want to do anything that's already been done, but I want to hear your opinions, my darklings. I'd like to know what you guys would like to maybe see. I was thinking I'm a goth girl, maybe monsters. We could discuss some folkloric monsters and stuff like that. That was something I was really gravitating towards. I used to have this book called, when I was a child, this book called The Encyclopedia of Legendary Creatures. And it was all alphabetical, and it was all different monsters and scary stuff, you know, like Bigfoot and Yeti and the Loch Ness Monster and some you've never even heard of. So I thought maybe something like that would be more interesting. I could talk about a folkloric creature or what have you. Let me know what you thought. I have to say, these e.l.f. lip liners are very creamy. They go on very pigmented. Quite impressed. Okay. Hopefully this is kind of a similar shade. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up with some setting spray and I'll be right back. And here we go, my darklings. Here we are with our finished look for today. I am ready to party hardy with my girlfriends, celebrate my little blueberry's upcoming marriage. So I'm quite excited to be celebrating that with her. I just wanted to thank you guys for joining me today. I know it's not my typical video, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave some comments for me, because yeah, I want to know what you guys like. I want to know what you guys want to see more than anything. As always, you know where to find me. I am on Facebook and Instagram under Lady Mylita, and on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. we go live and I do my makeup and we chit chat about makeup and whatever's going on in the world. And I really enjoy my chats with you guys. I really do. It makes my makeup so much fun. And I hope you guys like it too. And if you haven't been, please come and join us one Sunday. It's a really great time. As always, Darklings, please be safe and be kind to one another. Goodbye, my Darklings.